I haven't stayed up till 3 a.m. in I don't know how long.
Hey, Las Vegas!
Hey, sightseers. Sightseeing Sally here. I'm with
Meandering Marty.
And today we're in Las Vegas checking out the Tropicana because if you didn't know, it's in its final hours, final days of being open.
They're gonna shut the poor girl down. Let's go check it out.
For those who don't know, at one time the Tropicana was known as the Tiffany of the Strip. Now it's one of the last classic casinos remaining in town. But that's all going to change here in a few days because if I understand correctly, April 2nd is when they're shutting the doors to the Tropicana permanently.
Apparently they must have started the process a little bit sooner than we think, because if you look at all the rooms along the side here, they got all the glass fogged out, and it doesn't look like there's anything at all. There's no furniture out there anymore. There's nothing. It's just sitting there.
You can see that they've shut down a number of the slots already. You used to be able to walk in and start your gambling adventure right off the bat. Not today, sightseers.
So when we were outside showing the building, we expected, or assumed that the rooms are empty. Well, this is the hallway to it, and they already got it gated off. So I'm assuming it was empty for a while. Look at the old bushes. I mean, those got to be go back to the 50s or the 60s when this was built.
You can see the old signs, the cool old signs up above yet. Haven't been removed. We've noticed that besides blocking off some of the hotel areas, they've also blocked off some of the restrooms and some of the toilets and some of the functioning restrooms.
So the Tropicana is famous for both of us, as in Sally would go to other casinos and lose the farm, and then I'd come over here and win all our money back.
Yes.
On more than one occasion.
The Tropicana saved my butt more than once in our little gambling adventure the last time we were here in Vegas. What do you think? Are we going to win big? Double our money?
We ain't winning nothing because I ain't gambling.
Come on! 20 bucks. Just 20 bucks. If you didn't know, last time we were here was really my first time experiencing the Strip.
It cost us $20 just to park. That's a loser right off the start there.
And so I was coming to love the Tropicana because, as Marty said, he'd always win when we came here. And I hate losing.
And she loses.
I'm a big loser. Loser! We're now going to walk out by the pool area. I've never been to the pool here. This is my first and last visit to the Tropicana pool.
Wow. Did you work here?
No.
Oh.
One of the reasons why we like coming to the Tropicana, besides the fact that Marty would always win when we come here, is that I personally like the old school style casinos. I like the old lights and the decorations and the layouts, things that the new casinos are just more, to me, overstimulating, flashy, and for a lot of people, they like that, but me, I'm more old school, more classic. I just have a thing for the old, vintage, antique. Anyways, this was once one of the best places to come in Vegas. At the time it was built in 1957, Vegas had seen a bit of a slump. 5 casinos prior to that had opened. 2 of them didn't do very well. And in all reality, in 1957, when the Tropicana was set to open, people were expecting it to maybe not go over so well. Especially given its $15 million price tag. Yep, the original hotel here cost $15 million to build. And at the time, in 1957, it was one of the most expensive hotels to ever been built in Vegas. We're coming up to the actual pool. You can see it is closed, although today doesn't bode so well for being a good day to be out swimming or laying by the pool. It's raining, cloudy, kind of chilly. Here's a better view of the pool area. This is the end of an era for a lot of folks here in Vegas. Not only for the people like us, well, maybe not so much like us, because there's a lot of them who've been coming here for years, but also for the workers who've worked here for a really long time. It was my understanding that many of the workers have been here for decades. And to see the Tropicana in its current state and then closing down for good is really a sad day for some. You can see these rooms on this side still have outdoor furniture. We had looked online and Marty had discovered that you could still book a night here. And believe it or not, people were booking rooms to stay here. It kind of looked like the hotel, or at least the rooms that were available, were filling up.
Well, the last time I checked, it was over $500 a night. I'll show you a picture of it.
We might have considered it if it would have been less than $100. Between the two of us, we are pretty cheap, and the idea of spending that on a hotel room that ordinarily would have been less than $500 doesn't exactly, you know. These are always the machines where Marty makes his money.
I got a souvenir from the Tropicana.
Here's the famous stained glass that adorns the ceiling in this main gambling room. This is what would have greeted you walking in off the Las Vegas Strip. And then you've got these cloth-covered light shades. Don't know if they're original, but they are what's here on the last days of the Tropicana. What do you think of that, Marty?
Rumor has it these are all the slugs out of slot machines they got over the years, and just to get the criminals back, they made a statue out of it. They're about the size of a quarter.
There are times, sightseers, when I'm not sure if he's pulling my leg or not. This is one of them. Now, as I mentioned earlier, when the Tropicana opened, it was at a time when casinos hadn't been doing very well. And with this came a quiet luxury and intimacy that the Vegas casinos hadn't seen before. At least that's how the Las Vegas Sun described it, to quote, "The Tropicana is a hotel of lush luxury, extremely good taste, warmth, intimacy, and functional efficiency. Glamorous and ritzy, the hotel lived up to its name, becoming Las Vegas's top spot for high society. With its iconic, one-of-a-kind feathered showgirls and jazzy blue room venue, the Tiffany of the Strip was the place to be in Vegas if you were anyone with any sort of social standing." And so this became a playground of sorts, attracting celebrities, rich folks, and other influential individuals.
And here we are again, winning back Sally's money. Well, that's it. What'd we get? That's it.
First off, I didn't bet nothing since we've been here.
Yeah, but I'm making up for when she loses.
I wasn't intending on playing any slots this time around. Alright, don't be losing it all now, Marty. That was a big win.
Yep.
Are those just souvenir tickets or what?
No, I came back and won some more money.
He says it so nonchalantly, like...
It's just money.
Well, that's true, but if you've got the gold winning streak, why not bet it all?
Yeah, you know how that'll end up.
Wah, 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 wah.
$10 down the drain.
This is why I don't play. This is the Trop Lounge inside the Tropicana. Now this is what I think of when I hear the words luxury, intimacy, warmth, the words that were used to describe the original Tropicana. I kind of feel like this probably holds true to the original design and theme that the Tropicana had back in the day. Originally intended to be the finest hotel in Las Vegas, the Tropicana eventually morphed into a budget hotel. Plagued by poor management, financial problems, and rumored mob connections over the years, the hotel was unable to compete against newer resorts on the Strip. After several attempts to rebrand, rebuild, and expand the property, the Tropicana Resort was selected as the site for Las Vegas's newest venture, a baseball stadium for the incoming A's. Oh, these look like fun slot machines to play, Marty. Should we play?
No, I don't got the feeling.
You don't
Besides
have...
that, they're using toys off of an aquarium. These are Plenplax toys from an aquarium. Remember them? Bubbles and the top opens and then closes.
That must be what drew me over here. What can I say? I'm still a kid at heart. Took the elevator, thinking we were gonna get up one floor and ended up here in the hotel. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I feel like we stepped into the Twilight Zone here, Marty. Or that one hotel out in California, Los Angeles. Is that where that hotel is? That one that's really super haunted? Do you know which one I'm talking about? Where that girl got found in the water thing up on the roof?
Oh yeah, it was in California. Yeah, and on the water tower on the roof.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize hotels have water towers on the roof because the city's water pressure there is no water pressure at the top floor, so they have to pump water to their own water tower to create pressure for the top floors, or have pumps. The old school way was put a water tower on the building.
Oh, now I just learned something new as to why there were water towers or water tanks at the top of large hotels. I just thought...
Or factories or other buildings in this city. You don't see them anymore, but you go to New York and stuff like older cities, you'll still see them. They're still in use and they still repair them and rebuild them.
We're up on the mezzanine level now, checking things out. I don't think I've been up here before. Have you, Marty?
Yes, I have, but it's been so long ago I don't remember. There was a steak place I ate at. And I remember one time eating down, I thought it was by the pool breakfast one time. I stayed here because I couldn't get a stay in normally I'd stay at Treasure Island, one of the upper floors, but everything was booked, so I stayed here.
Walking through the Tropicana in its final hours, you can find evidence supporting the notion that management has already, in a sense, abandoned the Tiffany of the Strip.
If you look down in the chapel wishing well, you'll find the remains of all the people's wishes from over the years. All just laying there.
Gambling money.
In preparation of the closure, many of the amenities and services have been shut down. In this part of Tropicana, it's like a ghost town, and you can tell that they've been preparing for a while, removing things, shutting things down. For posterity's sake, let's take a look. Oh, totally empty, except for a sugar packet. It's the last night at the Trop, and we decided to come down here. According to what I understand, they're closing down the casino floor at 3 a.m. and we're gonna try and stay up until then, which I haven't stayed up till 3 a.m. in I don't know how long.
Yay, Las Vegas!
Go! As we're walking around the casino floor where all the slot machines are, we've noticed that most of them already say out of service, which means they're getting ready to shut her down, folks.
Like Chevy Chase said, I want to gamble.
Woohoo! The mood here is pretty festive. There are plenty of people who've come out dressed up for the occasion. Well, it's 12:09 a.m. and we're still here. Although I feel like I'm fading fast. How about you, Marty?
I need a nap.
Allegedly.
That's right.
I could use a steak or a burger myself.
Nothing's open.
Not here. And we stopped in at Denny's, took a break, and Denny's didn't have any prices posted in their menu. We thought that was a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm not paying $27 for a Grand Slam or whatever random number they decide to pick. I mean, I don't mind paying $20 if I know I'm paying $20, but I don't like surprises. And I'm cheap.
That's not allegedly.
Now, rumor has it when you look at the stained glass ceiling up here, you look and you see these mirrored spots and then these little ones that are mirrored. Back in the day before they had cameras, they used to have ex-cheats sit up in there that are now working for the casino. Ex-cheats sit up in there and watch the gameplay to catch other cheats down below. So I'd be willing to bet those are all two-way mirrors up there that you're just looking at. A lot of casinos, I guess, had like where the table games were, like a glass ceiling with two-way glass, and they'd have ex-cheats sit up there on catwalks and stuff with binoculars watching the tables, catching cheats. But they were the ones who wrote the book on some of the cheats that are out there. They knew exactly what to look for.
And if you look up there now with modern times, you can see the cameras that are in those areas right by where the clear mirrors are in the stained glass.
And if you look more carefully, you can see really small cameras hidden up there too in more spots. So look carefully, you'll see them.
Even I saw them. And normally I don't have the eagle eye like Marty.
Marty's starting to go blind.
Wah, 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 wah.
I'm starting to have problems with my eyesight. I'm doing the thing your parents told you not to do. You know that. Sitting too close to the TV. It's starting to affect my eyesight.
You sure that's not from all the scrolling that you're doing on your phone? Looking at questionable sites?
Questionable sites for a questionable person.
As you can see, the crowd here is starting to dwindle, and as I mentioned earlier, they've been shutting down the slot machines. I believe as people get off the machines, they've been just shutting them down. You can't get on and play anything now at this point. Even the bars shut down because they drank all the liquor up. For the former Tiffany of the Strip, the Tropicana's last night seems rather anticlimactic, especially given the fact that this was once the home of Las Vegas's famous dance revue, the one and only Folies Berger, the showgirls of the Strip. But that's Vegas for you. Easy come
And easy go.
Until next time, this is Sightseeing Sally and Meandering Marty.